All right. How is everybody? What is everybody up to? Welcome in. Definitely had some technical difficulties for the first two match. Finally got them fixed. Sorry for the delay, guys. So we're gonna try to get you here into that action. And match number 3 is where we are starting. We're going to be here in Erangel. It is going to be a really good flight path coming out of military base all the way straight up toward Severny. Great places. Razak School, Pachinki, Yasnaya Polyana Shooting Range, Severny, absolutely a good place to jump to. Kamishki, if these teams wanted to get there just a little bit farther towards the Georgia pool, they might be able to get down, jump, grab a car, and get over into Georgia pool, maybe, and or Zarki or Primorsk. We'll see where these teams are going to be going as soon as they start getting out of this flight path. All right, and we looks like some of our teams are kind of going out that towards that middle area of this flight path. Quite a bit of people who have jumped Novororednoye, and absolutely our very first zone is going to be that western side of this flight path. It's got Georgia Pool, Zarki, Hospital, Gatka, Ruins, Quarry. Got some good places, and we've got a lot of teams that are already down on ground. So we're going to go jump in with them. It looks like we got quite a bit kind of in the early stage and down into the military base. So let's go hop and jump in. And shots are already being fired, and this is crazy. We've got Team 5 Thunder Beasts. We've got Team 13 as well into Team 13 and Not So Good Gamez. Team 9. Oblivion. These three teams are right here in the middle of Georgia pool. Let's go. Not So Good Gamez. Full squad currently at 0 eliminations. They are kind of hiding out, kind of staying there. We've got Team 13 on the other side as well, so definitely have some good teams here. We've got Team 13 kind of split to 2 and 2, but they are in the same good grenade there, well placed, got it right down in there, and is going to get a elimination there for Team 5. We've got a lot going on. We're going to kind of hop over to the Novororednoye here with Team 17 Freedom Esports. All right, heading in the same place, let's hop in with the Team 22 Xforce. While we get that it back up, let's hop in. All right, trying to fix the cameras here while we're still getting in. All right, I think the other one has finally loaded back up, so we're just gonna fix this real quick, so just in case. And that didn't do anything like I wanted, so that is okay. We are still having some difficulties. All right. So team 3. V. All right. That didn't last very long either. All right, so we're sitting there with Xforce still. Let's see if we can move over, grab some other. We've got fights over in, looks like maybe Razuk. We've got a team over in Razuk, team 10. Excellence. And we have a team 15 over there with him. That's going to be the underrated rookies. And it looks like they are just kind of laying low a little bit, trying to. Let's go check out another member. All right, we got Team 19. As you can see way out there, Team 19 kind of rolling in onto SK right there. Just come over the bridge. Coops moving in. Team 19 is going to be Underrated. Coops is down and out just that quick, as they did move right on in there. Looks like we've got a few teams here. All right, so Team 19, Underrated, moving forward. We're going to be a team of 3. They are kind of a pinned down. They got 2 members that are still kind of pinned down in a building here. All right, looks going to be now Team 19, Underrated, is going to be moving forward as a duo here inside Razuk. All right, we've got a handful of teams. We've got quite a few teams that are still out there in the blue zone. This blue zone is going to be starting hurting. So these teams are going to need to be paying attention very closely to their health. And if they're out there with other teams, they need to be paying attention as well, trying to get out of there. All right, Team 14, a team of 3 with 1 elimination. They did start this off with being a team of 4, but they did lose a member. Let's see if they can get another elimination here. Juice got hit there just a little bit and is debating whether to kind of fall back and take on S4. What a Team 14 SE4L. All right, our teams are starting to rotate in. We've got some teams that are quickly moving in. Team 21. MANIC. They're getting into the, trying to work it their way into zone, along with Team 18, Unique Legacy. And fights are down. Vortex is down. Are they going to get that revive? Definitely laying down some shots there, trying to hold them back. Vortex is being revived. Zane. Looks like the MANIC is now going to be up to 5 elimination. Still sitting as that full squad as they are making their way into the zone. Unique Legacy, Jazzy. Looks like Jazzy is going to be the last one. Still stands. We still got plenty of teams over in Razuk. Shots been fired. Jazzy gets a good knock there. Doesn't stay out there in the blue zone, but with that drop on a MANIC, it is going to give him plenty of time to be able to move in, rotate in if necessary, maybe even get out of there. Kind of slow MANIC down just a little bit. Looks like he is going to rotate around and is pulling up fast. MANIC said, nope, we are got you. We are down, and out goes Jazzy. So MANIC up to 7 eliminations already for match number 3. And our zone is staying kind of in that shooting range, Georgia Pool Hospital area. We very well could see a Georgia Pool fight. Team 20 straight out of Nepal. And it looks like they are going to be down. They started out with being just a team of 3 with 2. They've got 2 eliminations. They do have one of their members is down. So, and that blue zone closing in. That's going to be a tough revive. Both of the other remaining 2 are definitely hurting here just a little bit. All right. That was going to be with Team 10. They got a couple members that are hurting just a little bit out there in that. But that blue zone is quickly closing in fast. So this is going to push them through Razuk straight on into the Watertown area between Ruins and Razuk. V. Team 3. We've got Entity. Team 8. Let's go check on them. They've got 3 eliminations. They start out with a full squad here with 3 members still remaining. Can they take on Team V? Definitely get some grenades going in. They did get a drop there with the grenades. Smoke grenades are out. It's going to blind these teams. Can they do it? 99K is down. Has been dropped. This is down and out. Atlas, the last one, still standing. Closing in quick is going to be Team 4. Simple Minded. Entity with 6 eliminations. Ace just got dropped. I believe one of the cars blew up and did drop him. Habibi coming in with that revive. It gets Ace back up on his feet and is pushing forward. Atlas in the stairwell. Both of them have DBSs in hand. And down and out. Atlas with a nice clutch there. But as a team of 4, simple-minded are going to be closing in quick. He needs to get the meds healed up before they close in really quick here. We still got a few teams out there playing in that blue zone. 11 teams remain, and it is about to be crowded in our zone here. All right, the Boomer with some long shots. Team 12. Velocity. And Nukesby with those shots doing good. Looks like it got Boomer was down and out. Definitely some good long range shooting there. All right. Checking out Team 6, Real Gunners Esports, as they are up there on that hill. On the mountain, they do have a really good coverage here. As you can see, they are scattered out perfectly along this ridge, this mountaintop here. They can see both sides of this mountain. So they're going to be able to see when it looks like MANIC is going to be moving in. They can see every team. It does give them an advantage, especially when they have these 8 times on. They can see way out. And that zone did shift, so we're going to have crates in Georgia pool that are still going to be remaining. So with our 9 teams remaining, it is going to get crazy. We've got quite a few teams that are still with being a full squad of moving into our last couple zones here. Atlas moving in with Team V, trying to get in. It does make it in and is going to go to the backside of Georgia pool. The crates there hopefully can get some height and get on one of these catwalks up there. Team 19. Underrated. They are sitting as a duo currently with 0 eliminations. They do have plenty of time, plenty of teams that are still remaining that they can get some points on the board. Real Gunners very quickly there did get quite a few eliminations. They did get 3 eliminations there. They did lose a member in the process. And we cannot stay at all connected. All right, Freedom Esports, Superman coming up the mountain trying to... We've got the Taco as well up there. So Freedom Esports, 4 eliminations, and definitely being a team of 2 Hopefully they can get these eliminations here for both of these teams. They are pinched between two really good teams. Nice shots by Superman. Does get a drop there. Trying to stay low, but got real gunners that are closing in on that down the hill. All right, we've got a lot going on up there on that hill. Real gunners up to 4 eliminations, trying to hold the top of that hill. All right, team 22, Xforce said we are getting out of there because that zone is going to be hurting here. So both of these members are moving in. We had 5 teams remaining. Not So Good Gamez has set up very nicely inside the zone. And they are almost just about dead center. All right, DK with Xforce, the last one that's still going to be standing, laying down some shots. Xforce with 10 eliminations. All right, and it is closing in fast. It is going to be kind of a wide open area. There's not going to be very much for these teams to be able to actually hide in. Guess just a few buildings. But we've got Atlas with Team 3. The last one still stands, has made it to the top 5. We've got Team 12, Velocity, that is going to be a team of 3 right now. With 4 eliminations, they are kind of just laying low, trying to work their way into the zone. Real gunners, they've got 2 of their members inside zone. We'll have to see how these teams are going to rotate. We've got the Velocity, Team 12, creeping through the crates. Trying to close the distance. Atlas may be in trouble. Prepping those grenades, trying to... Atlas is down and out. All right, we got 3 teams that are remaining. Real gunners are now up to 6 eliminations. Velocity with a team of 3. And Zozar is down. Can that revive take place? It looks like they're going to try to go for a revive. Definitely going to go through a revive. And was unable, was stepped out of the... Alright, 2 teams remain. It is going to be a 3v2. And it is wide open. Not So Good Gamez does have the zone. So Velocities has to push towards. And that zone is closing in. Velocity may be down and out. And they are down and out they go. GG's. Nicely done to Not So Good Gamez coming in and taking that chicken dinner. Velocity coming in second. Real Gunners coming in third. Migsy going all out with 5 eliminations. Bomba with 2 rescues and dealing that final kill, giving the chicken dinner. All right, that is it. That's going to be match number 3. We'll get you here as quickly as we can into match number 4. Y'all hang tight. All right, now we are here in Rondo, very brand new map, especially for being a coming into the scrimmages area time. This is one of the larger land maps. There's a lot going on here, quite a bit. There's a ton of places for these teams to jump down, grab what they need, loot up, suit up, and take on fights. And it is going to be absolutely crazy with so much land for these teams to pick and choose where they want to go. This is going to be a phenomenal map to see if they're going to start introducing it to more and more scrimmages. But we have a very southern flight path of this map, so we'll have to see where these teams are going to jump out. They have a wide range of places to go. And we have 16 teams in, and they're jumping out. We've got Jaden City all the way out to Fangatoon. And we've got teams that they jumped out really early. So we might see some fights going into Yanggu. But we do have a team that is going to be in Jaden City. We've got 3 teams going to be going into Danqing. Let's jump in with team 4. Simple Minded. And they are going to quickly loot up, suit up, and grab what they can. Team 11. And we are definitely need to get into that, back into there very quickly there. That it's a good thing we have an alt cam for y'all to get us, keep y'all in that action. Real gunners in the action in Danqing as well. Not sure how to pronounce Team 11. We're just gonna XQ. They're there as well. Like I said, there's a lot of places for these teams to jump out, grab what they need. All right, jumping in with MANIC and Hongqin. And they are in the area with Team 9. Oblivion Esports. All right, and Jelly is taking some pills there. And we've got fights going on. Let's see if we can find Velocity. All right, Velocity with an elimination. All right, Team 10, Excellence. They did lose a member, so they're going to be pushing forward with it being just a team of 3. Now, Velocity still holds being a team of a full squad. We'll have to see how Team 10 is going to hold up if they continue to actually kind of push in here. Mayran, let's go check over in with Team 15, the Underrated Rookies. And they are up to a 1 elimination. Hawa was hurting there just a little bit, and again healed up nicely. Headed back over with Velocity. Alright, definitely got a fight going on here. That's what I thought for sure. Couldn't really tell. Real Gunners up to 2 eliminations. And they have got a member that looks like one of their members is going to be down and out now. Real Gunners quickly dropping. They do have one of their member. And it looks like they're going to be recalling their members back. So they're going to be staying kind of that full squad. Alright, we've got a couple teams over in Rin. Alright, MANIC pushing into Hongshan. Xforce. Xforce, they have definitely lost several of their members. They are sitting as just a solo moving forward. 9 is last one still standing with 2 eliminations. And it looks like he is going the wrong direction. He is headed out into that zone. Alright, we've got a 3-way shootout here with Real Gunners. And Simple Minded. And Team 18. Unique Legacy. And we are still having a lot of difficulties. It's not one thing, it is definitely another. So, alright, looks like Zeep is trying to get that revive, at least a recall. And was not able to get that recall at all. Looks like it might have gotten at least 1. So that's going to be keeping Real Gunners up to a duo now. Methy is down for Simple Minded. And Simple Minded down and out. And Team 18 coming in very quickly there. They're up to 10 eliminations. Still got some teams out there in the blue zone and kind of holding it down. Mayran heading over there with Team 19. Team 19 out there in the blue zone with 2 eliminations. And it looks to be that they're going to have Team 13 out there with them. Both of these teams still out there playing in that blue zone. A nice drop and hit there. Can they get another one? Was not in Team 19. I believe that's who was out there. Is down and out. And they've been eliminated. Team 13. Not so good at games. Is going to be stuck out there in the blue zone. So they're going to be rotating in. And Team MANIC Legacy up to 11 eliminations, and it looks like they down and out was there way too long with Real Gunners right there waiting for that opportunity. And they're up to 4 eliminations. All right, Freedom Esports, looks like they were trying to get into a recall station, but they have decided to back off just a little bit, still staying really close to see if Real Gunners is going to try to go for it or not. All right, and it is closing in. We do have 10 teams that are remaining. SE4L starting this last match with a team of 3. And they currently have 0 eliminations, and they do have plenty of time. It looks like a Freedom Esports back up to a full squad after getting their members recalled back in. And yes, I am having problems with my stream. It may look really weird, which I'm trying to fix that as well. If it's not one technical difficulty, it's another. And we are still. Maybe my OBS that is having the problems that is causing these issues. Definitely trying to keep y'all with that action. Maybe that'll fix it. We'll see. Back into that actual action here. We've got Team 3. This looks like it's going to be the last one that still stands. Kind of playing it safe here as the zone is closing in. Freedom up to 8 eliminations, still sitting as a full squad. I believe they did get a recall, the recall station back, so that was keeping them up to a full squad. We've got Team 13 and Not So Good Gamez with 9 eliminations, and they are sitting as a duo as we are rolling into our last couple zones here. Let's see if they can hold their own. All right, we got Team 3, Team 9. Let's go drop with them. Oblivion with 13 eliminations, and they're going to be sitting as a duo right here. They do have one of their members down, they're now down to just a solo, shotgun in hand. Nice shots, good drop, and an elimination, bringing them up to 14 now. Can they get a maybe a revive? Nope, no other person there. Beautiful grenade. All right, we are definitely down to the last 5 teams, and it is starting to get crazy. Nice shots, good hits though. Velocity up to 10 eliminations, sitting as a duo. Freedom with 8 eliminations, and they're going to be moving forward with just a team of the 3. And there is not a lot of cover at all for these teams, these last 4 teams that are remaining. And they are completely scattered out, just enough. Alright, Zype, last one still stands for Team 9. Slowly creeping into the zone, trying to lay low. Velocity not too far. Freedom not too far. So Zype is going to be pinned down between good grenade, and Zype is down and out. 3 teams remain. And the Bomba is going to be the last one. Still stands for Team 13. All right, 2 teams are remaining. It's going to be Freedom and Velocity. Looks like both of these teams are going to be kind of a... And they are down and out. GG's. Nicely done. Freedom Esports taking that chicken dinner. Velocity coming in second. Not So Good Gamez coming in third. And there are your stars of the match. All right. That is it for tonight. GG's to all of the teams that played. And I will catch y'all again on a later stream at another time. Y'all have a wonderful rest of y'all's Wednesday evening.